And once again, what is up, my fellow patriots? How we all doing out there in America? Land of the free, home of the brave. Me, the Wicked Wizard, back with another video for you. I'm gonna go into some more lefties and politicians and people losing it. Before we get into it, though, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share the video out, and please subscribe up to my channel so I can continue to make these videos for y'all. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So this is what stage 4 Trump the derangement syndrome looks like. Yeah, TDS is a real thing. It definitely is, man. And let's go over here to actress Kira Sedgwick. She kind of looks familiar, but I really don't know who she is. But anyway, let's see what she has to say.
How you doing? I felt like it was important to get on the blower and talk a little bit about how I'm feeling and wondering how you're feeling about the state of our union. I'm finding myself pretty scared about a lot of things, scared about losing my rights as a woman, scared about
losing her what rights? What rights do you first of all, this is insane. Do you think that a president, whether it be Trump or anyone, has any power to just come in and take away your rights? Because that's not a thing, right? That's never happened. It never could happen. It would take an act of Congress to overturn somebody's rights. You would need over 60% to be in agreement. 2/3 of the House, more than 60%. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But yeah, for some reason, these lefties don't even understand the country to live in. But anyway, let's continue.
losing my right to vote as a woman, scared about losing autonomy over my body.
Actually, I'm going to agree with that one. Because there's nothing worse than you white liberal women. You're the most dangerous creatures on the earth. So if you lost your voting rights, okay. Anyway.
As a woman, scared of my parents' social security checks, scared of food banks running out of food and not being able to replenish because they're no longer getting federal funding. Yes, the federal government can use improvement, and there's a lot of things that they've done right over the decades. So I think the answer to being freaked out for me is about community, and I feel excited that we're coming together as a nation on Saturday. You can look it up in your area. It's Hands Off March, and I'm just gonna go and hear what I hear and feel less alone in the world, because I feel like that's really important. So if you're worried about anything that's going on in the world, I would suggest that you might want to get out there and have your body counted and your voice heard.
Liberal women, man, I'm telling you, you're going to be the death of us. Anyway, what's up next? Oh my God, not another liberal woman. It can't be.
Good morning. It's Monday.
It's
I have a
fine.
question for those that have voted for this administration.
Yeah, what is
Did
it?
you vote for the Department of Education to be taken out?
Absolutely, we voted for the Department of Education to be taken out. Luckily, I went to school before the Department of Education bullshit kicked in. I was taught to love America. I was taught about our founding fathers. I was taught about how our country came to be. I was taught about, Washington and Lincoln and Madison and, everybody that, Benjamin Franklin, Abraham Lincoln. I was taught to love and respect and honor the country that I was lucky enough to hit the country lotto to be born in. That's maybe why I'm a patriot. I'm not 100% sure. I probably would have been a patriot even if not. But that was awesome, right? I remember in 1776, my school took us to a school play about the revolution, about the country. It was the bicentennial, right? Then this Department of Education shit kicks in, and they stop teaching that. And as the years went on and on and on and on, now Now what did it teach you? 1619 Project, CRT. They teach you about gay sex and gender and trans, and yeah, we want to get rid of the Department of Education. So yeah,
Dismantle.
get rid of
Did
it,
you vote for
all of
that?
it. Bye.
I'm just curious. I'm sure you wanted them to change things, but dismantling a department that helps your children
No,
and helps.
no. Again, wrong. It does not help the children. And we're not taking away anybody's education. We're dismantling the Department of Education, which has gone nothing but through the roof. It's a bunch of people making big ass salaries sitting around doing nothing. We do not need these bureaucrats. They grew at I think it was like 80 times the amount of students growing. So the Department of Education going away it's going to have a positive effect on the education our children will receive. If we need to go back to those roots, we need to teach our children that to love this country, to respect it, to what others have gone through and fought and died for. I was taught all about the wars, World War I, World War II, Civil War, all of it. That's what you need. Teach children to be thankful for the country they live in, because there's no better place on earth. None.
A lot of people. Putting it with the states is not the answer, especially if the
Yeah,
states
it
don't
is.
have income
Absolutely
taxes.
it is.
And if they're going to start
Yeah.
taking those away too, like
No, different states
our
have different
children
needs.
will hurt for.
For instance, folks that live in, I don't know, say Oklahoma, maybe they have some courses about farming or raising horses. You know what I mean? One thing I do think they need to add into everybody's education is how to balance a checkbook. What is it, compounded interest? What happens when you use credit cards? What bankruptcy is? How to be fiscally responsible. I mean, if that was taught, our whole country would be way better off. Especially our children will have way better lives. So, yeah, I'm all for it. I'm glad that's gone.
For this. They want to take away abortion. If you have a baby, you got to take care of it. They don't help you there. Then you take away education.
So, first of all, nobody's took away your abortions. You still have a right to an abortion. We just said perhaps, maybe don't, go 9 weeks and then have one. Certainly don't let the baby be born and then kill him, like Governor Ralph Northam of Virginia stated how that would happen. You people want on-demand abortion at taxpayers' expense at any point in the pregnancy. Yeah, we said, hey, dial that back. I'm with Reagan on this one. Safe, legal, and rare. Safe, legal, and rare abortions. Yeah, that's still a thing. You can go anywhere in this country. In my state of Colorado, you can get an abortion up to your 9th month. You can have an abortion as the water breaks. Yeah. Don't believe me? Look that shit up. That's true.
Support. I'm curious.
Yeah,
What's your
Good. We all voted for it. We all love it. You're an idiot. Another stupid white liberal. Oh, and here is Zohan the commie. What does he have to say?
Oftentimes, we've even found as legislators, when we go into these courts, the term violent crime is even used when people are stealing packages. Violent crime is even used when people are accused of burglary and there happens to be a housing unit in that same dwelling. So violence is an artificial construction. And we have to be very clear that what is happening here with these district attorneys, that is violence. That is violence of the highest degree. We've even found as
Idiot. So he's not going to lock people up for violent crimes because violence is a construct. All right. Whatever, dude. And here he is again. What's he got to say now?
I get messages that say the only good Muslim is a dead Muslim.
Oh, and is that considered violence?
I get threats on my life.
Oh, poor baby.
On the people that I love. And I try not to talk about it. Because the function of racism, as Toni Morrison said, is distraction. My focus has always been on making this a city that's affordable, on making this a city that every New Yorker sees themselves in. And it takes a toll, because this is a city that every single person deserves to be in. It's a city that we all belong to. And the thing that's made me proudest in this campaign is that the strength of our movement is built on our ability to have built something across Jewish and Muslim New Yorkers, across.
The problem is you're a commie. You ain't never built anything, man. This guy's an actor. He acted with Disney. He made Disney films and stuff. I don't know what exactly he did, but he is full of it. He doesn't care. He's also worth millions and millions of dollars. And he made off of capitalism, but he's promoting communism. And now he's going to cry. Oh my goodness, I got death threats. Yeah, 2 seconds ago, you're saying violence is a concept, so we don't believe that's violence. What do you think? What are you gonna do? You're fucking hypocrites, man. Anyway, enough of that idiot. Let's move on to this lovely, fine young woman here. See what she has to say.
White people, I'm sorry. I need you to just make my day better, make me feel better. Get in my comments, apologize to me and the rest of us for on behalf of your great-great-granddaddy for having my great-great-grandma outside pregnant or not, picking cotton in this heat. Have y'all been outside? Just say sorry. I mean.
First of all, my great-great-grandfather is from Hungary, as well as my grandfather. So they had nobody having your great-great-grandpappy picking cotton, and you probably don't even know who your great-great-grandpappy is. You probably didn't pick cotton anyway. You know that less than 3% of people in this country owned slaves back in the day? Did you also know that the very first slave owner in America was a black man? Yeah. They don't teach you that kind of stuff now, do they? Huh? All right. Anyway, that's insanity. Oh, this is good. Let's move over to this individual.
I just filed a lawsuit against Fox News for lies, for deceit, for misrepresentation. Enough of their lies. We'll see them in court. I just filed a lawsuit against.
Okay, so what's that about? Well, he filed a lawsuit where he stated that Trump never called him during those LA riots. Look what it says. There was no call, not even a voicemail. Americans should be alarmed that a president deploying Marines onto our streets doesn't even know who he's talking to. Yeah, bullshit. Okay, let's get the truth.
Between Gavin Newsom and President Trump. Gavin Newsom, after President Trump said in the noon hour in the Oval Office that he called him yesterday or the other day, Gavin Newsom tweeted the following. He said, quote, "There was no call, not even a voicemail. Americans should be alarmed that a president deploying Marines on our streets doesn't even know who he's talking to." Well, President Trump contacted me from Air Force One on his way to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, where he'll be in just a little while. He said the first call to Gavin Newsom was not picked up. The second call Gavin picked up. We spoke for 16 minutes. I told him to essentially, quote, and this is quoting the president, "get his ass in gear and stop the riots, which were out of control more than."
Yep. So your piece of shit, Gavin Newsom, is suing Fox News for $787 million. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, that's what the Dominion company sued Fox News for. He said that Jesse Waters lied on TV that Gavin Newsom said he didn't get a call from Trump. And he's suing them for $787 million. But, you see that? and these people are evil. They're scum. They don't care about anybody. They don't care about anybody but themselves. They're power hungry, evil. A lot of them are kid fuckers. It's just crazy, man. We need to get rid of all of these Democrats. Can we split our country, man, and just put the Democrats and, I don't know, you can have California. It's a nice state, but let them have it. Every Democrat move there. But anyway, man, what do y'all think? You think this is craziness? Is it Trump's fault that he got elected president, and it's his fault that people act crazy, like the left says? Yeah, I'm a big believer in personal responsibility and accountability. I didn't like Biden, but I never lost my shit about it. I didn't act any different. I still went to work like I do today. God damn it. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. Again, give me a thumbs up, comment, like, share, subscribe, all those cool things. Until next time, peace out. Peace, brothers. Peace.